Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well.
Hello, Adele, Ian. At least somebody loves us. Hey, Danny, Fish Adventures.
Hey, Danny. Hey, Fish Adventures. Adele, Ian. Uh, Hope you all are doing well. So I'm a little confused because I set up one of my brine shrimp hatcheries yesterday. Hey, Matt. And for some reason, it looked like my brine shrimp hatched, but I guess they didn't because it looked like the bottom was all orange, but we drained it out and no brine shrimp, only clear water. I think it's part of it stuck to the sides, which I'm not sure what happened there, but I'm gonna try it again. Hope you all are well.
Hey, Holly.
Hey, Holly. Why is it that you see Holly before I do? Oh, because you're on StreamYard. Never mind.
And I'm not sure what happened to my camera. It doesn't seem to be as good as it was last time I used them. But yeah, we'll check it out, Fish Adventures. Um,
Hey, Shangy girl. Hey, William.
hey, William.
Hey, Shangy girl.
Hey, Shingy girl. Um, but you're looking at, except for the ruby greens, all the rest are the ones that took a dive onto the floor. And there's a couple that have scratches on them.
Well, that's good, Adele. Go on.
Oh,
I'm listening. Go on.
Holly says she found the little blue lobster she thought was dead.
Oh, sorry. That's good, Holly. I thought it was Adele. My bad. I might have to take advantage of free shipping now. What free shipping? Hello, Michelle Kinsley. Hey, S. Hey, Jen U. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you have something to feed them to, just make sure you have something you can feed them to, just in case you need to.
Well, it depends how big the crawfish get. You know, they might be a edible size.
That's why I said you need to make sure you have something that can eat them.
I eat crawfish.
Yeah, I don't know if those are the same kind, though.
Be it crawfish or yabby, I'll eat it.
Huh?
Yabbies, Australian crawdads.
Oh.
Oh yeah, $7 a month, definitely worth the free shipping.
Roundhouse behave. What's up?
So I figure you'd get a kick out of this. I'm sitting here going, man, why aren't my brain shrimp hatching? I just realized today I forgot to put the salt in when I started it.
So I put salt in, but for some reason I had orange on the outside, on the bottom outside, and I drained it and it didn't hatch, and I don't know why. Or all the water was clear and then eggs, and I don't know why. It was really weird. But I was having issues with that too, so I cannot answer that because I don't know.
Well, no, I know what the issue was. I forgot to put the salt in. Yeah, I forgot to put in salt.
And baking salt and baking soda.
Why would you put baking soda in? For your water. Okay.
Because unlike you, I have really soft water. And
It took a little bit to process.
I'm like, I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I could be wrong, but
We'll see, Adele. Danny's comment right above you. If you feed them yummy stuff, then they taste yummy. I used to have a 2-foot in diameter crawdad trap, and then we'd put them in a big tub for a week and clean them out. Excuse me, I have to go discipline some children.
we did not have to do that. Well, we never have done that. We should, but we never did. We just ate. Yeah, we never did. We cleaned them, but we never did it for a week. I guess we probably should have, but.
Oh, and I hit another all-time record. 2,626 as of tonight.
What?
Locations. Roundhouse locations.
Cool.
I finally caught up on the information that I was provided. I finally caught up on it. So I'm waiting for more information to come in. Because we're all doing our separate jobs, so we're not overlapping each other.
Wait, so you're doing it with other people?
Oh yeah, it's 3 of us.
Oh, I thought you were the only one.
No.
I thought you've been doing it on your own.
I have been doing it on my own. I have since found 2 other people. We have all collaborated and made our information the same. Once we have our information the same, we can continue on with the project.
When did this happen?
The collaboration?
Yeah, because
It started about 6 months ago.
yeah, you never mentioned you had anybody else doing it with you.
Yes,
you
I
said
did.
That you got paid.
Yes, because I got paid, and then I said divided by 3. Because there was 3 people. I remember saying divide by 3.
I don't remember you saying that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hello.
yes, help.
Hello, Yellowstone. I think I said hello to Jen Yu, but if I didn't, hello, GRB.
Oh, New Zealand.
Danny.
That's as close as you're getting.
Really, Danny? Didn't know that. Thank you. Let's see. I'm normally asleep at this hour, but there were some sort of police. Oh, yikes! That's not good. I'm sorry, Jen Yu.
Today has been a heavy police action day.
Really? Out by you too?
Um,
Or are you talking? What was it? New York or whatever that happened?
no, it was Wisconsin.
Oh, that's right. It was Wisconsin.
And
it
then
was,
when
it was like,
I walked this afternoon, or this evening when we walked out of Walmart, there were 3 ambulances.
Them angels are fine.
2 fire trucks, and then the ambulance took off, which you sort of expect if somebody's hurt, and then everybody else lit up their lights and sirens and took off. So it was an exciting evening in Espanola. Haven't a clue what was going on.
I'm looking for a slightly used red SUV.
They found
For
it.
cheap. For cheap. It was too soon?
They found it already.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
They got the guy. They got the guy in custody.
Yeah.
And I'm not coming out with a theory until I have more information. I'm just covering that now.
Yeah, I don't like that rubbery taste of lobster.
No, escargot.
Well, lobster too. Okay,
What? Man, you know what?
I don't like escargot. I've tried it. It just it tastes more like butter and garlic, but I don't
Rubbery.
like the texture.
Are you eating microwaved crab or something? Or
I said
lobster? Microwaved?
lobster.
Yeah,
I like
microwaved lobster.
no. I like crab. I don't like lobster. I don't like lobster, and I don't like crayfish.
I've never had rubbery lobster.
To me, it tastes rubbery. I don't know.
Oh,
Um, I did
Not
water
if you get
changes
a
on.
good one.
yeah. I was gonna say. I remember it being. I mean, it's not crunchy like a chip, but it, for a meat, it had like a crunch to it. It. You could hear you could hear yourself bite through it.
Lobster?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just like a good shrimp. You know how you bite it and you kind of hear your teeth go through the meat. That's kind of the crunch I'm talking about.
Yeah, it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah, it's not like
It's solid.
ground, where a ground beef is a soft, mushy meat. It's not like that.
Oh, fried calamari. Mm.
Oh,
I had that at Bellini's in Dallas.
I make that a lot. I got the deep fryer.
And boy, was it good.
I cheat though. I get the frozen stuff. But it's worth it to not deal with all the hassle of getting it and breading it and all the mess of having the I don't have my sink is my dishwasher, so less dishes the better. And when deep frying, there really is no dishes.
Or eating sandwiches.
No, I mean when I'm done cooking, I put it on paper towel.
Yeah. And
So
drain
I mean,
some of the grease out and
yeah,
then munch it up.
yeah, I eat it right off the paper towel. I don't even use a plate. And the deep fryer, you don't clean. You do clean, but not ever use.
Yeah.
Like if I make, because I mostly make fish, seafood products, fish and seafood. If I'm going to make chicken, I'll clean it out. But otherwise, if I'm doing shrimp and clams and then fish sticks and then shrimp again, I just, let it go. It's all the same.
Hey, George.
Hello, George. Stuff a turkey with a squid. That sounds kind of good. Oh, enchiladas.
Yeah, the problem is I don't like spicy foods.
Well, you don't have to have them spicy.
Yeah, they have that you can get like mild.
Still tastes a little bit too spicy to me.
I mean, well, okay. Can you eat Taco Bell? Like the tacos?
Only those crunchy beef tacos.
Yeah, but I mean, you can deal with that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, an enchilada. You just get a mild enchilada.
Calamari.
We got a Mexican place right by the house. I don't do spice either. He makes it all. No spice, nothing. You just tell him.
29 degrees Celsius.
That would never happen here.
What, 29 degrees Celsius?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I have a heater, but it's in Celsius, and I'm trying to figure out what to put the temp at.
Yeah, Danny, that's one thing that I like about Larry D is that when he does his hot sauce, it's like, ooh, it's really hot, but that's it. It has no flavor.
Hey,
But
Kev.
like, oh yeah, this one's got a good chili taste, and it's heating up.
You know they have temperature conversion apps for the phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking.
That's what I was looking up.
I remember the big panic years ago when the United States was going to go metric.
Yeah, I
Man,
wish we did. Would make life way easier. Freaking Imperial makes no sense whatsoever.
Of course not.
Fahrenheit, inches, Imperial just doesn't make sense whatsoever.
Sure it does.
No, it really doesn't. 12 inches to a foot, 3 feet to a yard.
3 divided by 4 is 12.
Well,
12 divided by 4.
anything. Well, my thinking is the coldest is 0. So if why isn't Celsius 0 the coldest you can be? Kind of like Kelvin is. Kelvin is a temperature scale too.
I think that metric makes more sense to me. Metric makes way more sense to me.
It's just dumb. I think. I don't know. Okay, so what do you call 10 centimeters? Do you call it 10 centimeters or 1 decameter? Or 0.1 meter?
Decameter would be 10 meters.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, hello.
Maybe it's deci. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Decimeter, maybe? No, I'm pretty sure it's decameter.
Decimeter. Danny's got it.
Okay, I was saying it wrong. My bad. But
Hope you're well,
there you go.
Paige. How are you?
There you go.
How are your
That's a
bettas,
perfect
Miss Mary
example.
Page? How are you feeling, and how are your bettas, Miss Mary Page? Oh, I actually forgot to watch it. I think I saw a video that you just put out on planting the. I didn't watch it because I was at the Warriors game. It was a
Tank video.
Now I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, it was the tank video, the Fluval. I think it was 5-gallon Fluval.
God, it really looks like my tank is possibly overcrowded. But they're all on one side, or most of them. Oh, maybe not.
I really want to watch it, but I haven't watched the video yet. I'm just glad she has some
fish.
Yeah, no, I don't like
some
metric.
fish inside.
Yeah, they're my favorite of the 2 bettas is the orange veil. I actually looked at that one a couple times.
Okay.
Kevin, can we keep some Imperial? Because I really don't want to relearn how to say all my fish tanks.
I'd have to write it down, like right in front of me to remember.
Yeah, because I just looked up a 5-gallon. Well, 18.9270589 liters. I really don't want to say that.
You just round it down.
Well, technically, wouldn't you round it up because it's not 0.9?
No, because it never holds a full 5 gallons anyway.
True. But yeah, to learn all my tanks, a 5 is now an 18, and what's a 55? Like 120 or something? I'm guessing. I don't know if I can relearn all the tanks. Can we at least keep the tanks the same when we change?
Oh, yikes. Ooh, yeah, Holly, I can see that. Holly says, you know, you are a dedicated, not experienced in aquascaping when you try to fit a big ass log in a 55-gallon aquarium and nearly knocked out the ceiling light.
Oh no, you don't want to do that.
I have 2 really huge pieces of driftwood, and I want to use them with the pythons, or at least one of them. But I have to get a chainsaw to like make a hide in it, and I know no one's gonna lend me a chainsaw. They'll probably think I'm gonna shoot my eye out.
Yeah, George, I've thought about doing that. Hey, Fish Kid. I'm waiting for Lori to send me her son's contact.
Oh, yeah, today was kind of like a weird day.
Yeah, but I'm just going to keep on bugging you until you give it to me just once a day.
Yeah, that's fine. No, if I do it now, I'll have to open something and then I'll echo.
Wait,
Echo,
why?
echo. Oh, look, he's still got gorgeous color. Oh, I love my eye biter.
Wait, why if you open something out, you'll echo?
Yeah.
Why?
Now, 2.5 centimeters equals an inch. That's pretty easy to remember.
Why would you?
I just like remembering that my knuckle is everyone's knuckle on their pointer finger is 1 inch.
Not everybody's. Is it?
According to science, it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Everybody's.
No way. I have little fingers.
Yeah, I don't see how that's possible.
When you bend your pointer finger into it like a U, so it's pointing back at your palm. Not the point that's pointing down, but the point that's...
That may be an inch. That's
Right here?
Thing.
Right here?
This section. Look at the camera. The top section.
This section.
Yeah.
Oh.
Science says it's an inch on everybody. Everybody is the same.
That seemed odd because it's supposed. I would think it would have to be proportional.
I thought so too. I measured mine's an inch. I remember when I heard this, I measured it because I thought that's BS.
Yeah.
I know. I'll do it the easy way. When my brother Matt wakes up, I'll compare our finger joints because he's 7 feet tall and has long fingers. And I'm like short and have short fingers.
And a dollar bill is 6 inches long. A paper bill of the United States is 6 inches long. So you can measure with a dollar bill also.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's not very nice thinking, Matt.
That's an odd. How did you find this out?
Because I learn a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah,
It's
my
one of
question
those
is,
useless trivia.
I have the personality of if I'm driving down the road and I see just a hint of a gravel road, I'm the first person. I wonder where that goes. That is my personality.
See,
I
that's why
love
my
learning
kid
shit.
and I did the left turn and right turn and flip a coin trips. You get into some interesting places. Oh no, if our brains were all the same aqua balls, that would be so boring.
yeah,
Okay.
that would be
know
really freaky.
how big a 4,000 liter tank is, but I'd take it.
That's
4,000 liters. That's like
that's 100.
I was just gonna say that's like I was thinking like a 200.
Yeah, then I could just have like less tanks.
No, you couldn't because you just think you don't have. Maybe all your fish can't go together, so you can't have fewer tanks. You
Well,
still have to have.
I could put all the guppies together, and I'll be right back. I need to grab a
Yeah,
soda.
you could do that.
move out of the way. Move.
I
From
wish.
tip to thumb. You mean your pointer finger tip or your pinky tip?
Yeah, but what's the fun in that, George? I love giving roundhouse crap.
Huh? Well, you were giving me crap? What? I wasn't. Huh? I didn't understand if you were.
George says, I just think that we would all agree with each other if our brains were all the same. And I said yes, but then
No.
I couldn't give roundhouse crap, and that would be no fun.
Well, if everyone had my brain, yeah, that would work out great.
Oh God, I can only imagine. Well, actually, I don't even want to imagine.
The world would become like Vulcan. Let's just put it that way. If everyone thought out, every little possible outcome that they could think of, and they'd be able to, man, we'd be having, clubhouses on the sun by now. We'd have so much technology. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking you need like birds chirping and like monkeys screeching in the background with the water. What do you think?
No.
No? Because my thinking, it would make you feel like you're on like the Amazon River. You know, the toucans and stuff. Or even just like, robins and blue jays and stuff. You're on a stream in the woods. Right next to, a pond with fish that's jumping. That's underneath an old railroad bridge. Oh man, I don't know. I think that would be overkill.
Hey, Roundhouse?
Hmm.
Is there a list of all your or everybody that you've subscribed to?
I don't know.
Do you know if you can find a list of everybody you're subscribed to?
I don't know, but
I'd like to create two separate kind of YouTube channels, because I want all of my stuff for fish on one, and then all the other crap I listen to on the or watch on the other. But I don't know if there's a way to.
Yeah, you make a new account, because that's what I do. I have my fish account. I have my game account.
Yes, but I have my fish account, and I'm already subscribed to all these other things on it right now.
Well, then you would go through and unsubscribe. You would make a new account, subscribe to all the stuff that's non-fish.
But how do I know what I'm already? But I don't know what I'm already subscribed to.
Okay,
I don't know what the list of it is.
It's listed on the side of the bar.
On the left side.
When you go to YouTube.com, you have a bank of 4 videos across, and then on the side it says Home, Explore, Subscription, blah blah blah, da 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 da, and then and then it's all the subscriptions that you're on the side panel, left hand side.
So it's only
Yours
on-
might not show. Hit the 3 lines on the left-hand side, upper left.
Okay, I see it, but that's
His might not drop down. I have mine, so it's always out.
And every time
I don't know if you can.
it closes up and you open it, it's in a different order.
No,
Because
well,
I was
no.
going to separate, because when people put up videos,
Yeah,
I was
the newest is
separate
first.
mine and decided, oh well, I'm not going to separate the cop watching and the fish.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. That's kind of what I'm trying to do, but I'm having a really hard time doing it, and I don't want to delete or take this channel down.
I think speaking
No.
of cop watchers, I think Bananarama
There's no
put up
way.
a new video today.
I wish there was just a way to unsubscribe from everybody and start from scratch there. I know that would be kind of hard, but
No, you just go through. Yeah, that's a fish one. That's a fish one. That's a fish one. I'm not sure about that one, so I'm going to click on that one. And, oh, this is not fish. Okay, so this one go. Then you would sign on to the other. Switch. All you do is switch over, or go to their page. Go over, switch screen names, switch over to the other one, and then click subscribe. Click it again, switch back over to Kevin's Canines Aquatics, and then you would unsubscribe, and that would be done. That's how hard it is. Well, no, I don't know, because you're on a Mac. You have a different way. They do stuff different.
Well,
So I don't know if it would be like that.
Which video did Fish Adventures want us to watch? Because now I found.
Did you write it down?
Huh?
Did you write it down?
What?
I told you to start writing notes the other day. It helps. It really does.
He just asked us today to watch a video.
Oh.
On his channel. I'm on his channel, and I don't know exactly which one. If
Probably
it's
the last one he put up.
It's the very last one, which would be this one. He literally just said, watch it.
Okay, it does. Okay. Because I know. Well, I know he doesn't use Firefox, and I do. I know he wouldn't use Explorer. No, not Explorer.
You should.
What the hell they call it now? Edge. I know he doesn't.
Kevin, you should check my YouTube video I just made. That's very specific, so I wasn't sure exactly which one.
Okay, I just made. Yeah, newest one.
And I think it's that one.
You know what?
Otherwise, I think he would say the other day for like yesterday. Yesterday would be yesterday. The other day would be 2 or 3 more, or 2, 3 more days. Last month, last week. At least that, my guessing.
Oh, you know what I can do? That's a lot easier. I don't like.
Oh, Stewie, I'm gonna come over and steal that one with the red fins. The red strip fin going down, coming back in front, the long nose.
Tiny. The big one up
the black one. Yeah.
That's an eye biter.
Well, I got a 55 gallon, all empty right now.
He's almost getting too big for it. I have 2. I don't know if the other one is a female or just uncolored.
My Acaras decided to go crazy, and they sliced themselves into like pieces with our slate.
Oh.
Yeah, so they're gone.
Well, these guys have a lot of cuts and scratches and.
Well, no, these fish look like they were put through a blender. I swear to God. I'm like, this. I found them today. What the hell? All 3 of them dead up on top.
Yeah.
Must have had one hell of a fight.
I don't know.
Are you sure it was the slate and not some other fish doing it?
Only 3 fish in the tank, 3 Acaras. They're all dead. No fish in the, unless it was the pleco, the bristlenose pleco that's only like 1.5 inches long, but I doubt it. That's the only fish that are in that tank.
Oh.
That is my female pleco, who the male is in another tank with the eggs.
I like the chipotle. Or what I call a chipotle.
All right, I need to put.
Oh, no, that's not a chipotle. That's a Mangano.
Yeah. I sold all but 2
All
of
right,
them.
bye guys. We have to
So
end
now
it.
I have 4.
Larry's here. We have to end it.
Oh,
Hey, Kevin,
hunks.
shut up. Me and Posey, we were talking fish.
Yeah.
Jesus.
See the ruby
Christ.
green? This guy?
That's nice too. Maybe I'll come and steal him instead. But the Mangano, because it was the back in the back, I thought it was a non-lit white, and I didn't realize it was the bluish color until it got into the light when it came up.
Yeah.
I want to get, man, that's one I want to get though. I really want to get Chipokes. No, Chipokes.
Pokies.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, everyone wants so much for them. I refuse to spend $15 on a Chipoke.
Well, I'll tell you, I was in, because I didn't pay more than I think, $8 for any of my fish, because I got them all, really small. And when I went to Aquashella and this dragon blood right there, $70 for the same size, as she is now.
I mean, I remember some fish were up there. So, back in the day, some of the zebras were up there, and some of the OBs were up there. Oh, and Philiborn, the one with the droopy upper lip.
Yeah.
Those, man, I want some of those too. Oh, I miss the droopies. You know what? I might do the old 55 that the Manganos were in, another cichlid tank.
I just love the cichlids. They're so personable.
I like, man, they're pigs though, man.
Yeah.
My Manganos, I walk downstairs and you start hearing the water going.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, Jesus, they're going to, one of these days, I'm going to hear a thud and the whole light is going to lift up off the tank.
Well, it was funny because all the ruby greens used to hang out on the other side of the tank. This is about maybe a quarter of the tank.
Mm.
And they all used to hang out on the far side and would never come over. And since I put the rest of the cichlids in, they're out swimming around all the time. I still have to put more hides and caves in there because it wasn't set up.
Danny, I'm used to an expensive Chopoke was $7.
Yeah, everything's gone up.
Gee, I mean, seriously. So seriously, I probably have a couple $100 in Manganos then.
Yeah.
Because that's what I bought them because they were. I mean, they were normal price for baby Manganos. And being he wanted to get rid of them, I'm like, sure. I remember paying $1.50, $2 a piece for baby Manganos back in the 90s.
Yeah.
1-inch size, assorted, $6. For a whole bag.
Yeah, these were supposed to be Jelani's, but at least with the fry, you can tell.
I'm still getting used to the prices.
Yeah.
Because I've only looked into the things that I've gotten so far. I haven't looked into, stuff that I didn't, I want that I didn't even know about type shit. I'm scared to look into saltwater yet.
Oh. Just the prices of the frags at Aquashella, it was like, oh my.
Oh, screw the frags. No, I never bought frags.
No, but I mean just the prices of the frags, and it's like I was afraid to look at the whole ones.
I would buy bulk uncured live rock, and I would cure it myself. I would just set up, a big old tank, put all the live rock in there, a couple months. Get all the stuff. As I see the stuff comes out that I don't want, I get rid of it, because that's what you did back then. Mantis shrimp, crush. That was the thing back then. They were pests. They weren't pets. Bristle worms. And there was some kind of, it looked, I don't know if it was an octopus or a starfish or something like that, but it was really thorny, and it would poke the bases of the coral and kill them. So you didn't want those either.
Yikes!
It was a small-bodied, like snake. It wasn't the pink style starfish from Finding Nemo. It wasn't that style. It was the small-bodied, like snake-like arms.
I want to say a brittle star, but
Brittle, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it was. If you found that stuff, you killed it, because, like I said, those were pests back then. Flame angels were $50. Filefish and firefish were like $20 to $25. Clownfish, damsel, some clownfish were like $20, $30. The common clownfish like Nemo you can pick up for $9.99. The damsels were roughly $6 to $8, $8.75 maybe was an expensive, a high priced one. And that was what was it? The zebra, the domino, and I can't remember what they called the last one. Blue with a yellow tail. Hopper butterfly fish, $19.99. I did get a panada. Yeah, my Panadas bat was $50. My Orbicus bat was $150. That was the most expensive fish I had, was my Orbicus bat. And I know I'm saying that wrong.
yeah, the beta macrostomas were the most expensive fish that I
Oh, I
bought.
forgot my saltwater Betta. But no, he was only $75. Or maybe $80. He was like in that area. Those are awesome to feed. Oh, it is so cool to watch them eat. I highly recommend, if there's such a video, if someone has a marine betta, make a video of you feeding it like a feeder guppy or something. Oh, it's so awesome to watch. In essence, it's really awesome. Yeah. They like curve their tail around and herd the guppy into a corner with their little, because they have the fake eye spot. So they flick their tail around and use the eye spot to like make the fish go where it wants to. Marine betta, yeah.
Crown of thorns starfish.
Black with white dots, and it had like a delta-ish tail. And they got big, 6-7 inches. Beautiful fish. I know Chewy's in here. Chewy, help me out. Marine betta? I know you know this off the top of your head. That dude knows everything. I love it. That guy knows everything about everything. My new comeback is you gotta ask Chewy. That's what it is.
He does know an awful lot.
Yeah. I'm saying that as a positive.
Yeah.
I wish I had the memory capacity to do that. I've read the books over and over and over. I still can't remember like minute details, and especially from 30 years ago. What is there? I'm sure there's a scientific name. Is there any? I don't know, because a marine betta is a common name, so I'm sure there's different common names, just like in freshwater. Oh, well, pretty much. I'm looking for someone that has a marine betta that has fed it a guppy, a feeder guppy, and to show how it eats. Because I was just talking about how it curls its tail around. It's interesting to watch.
Sounds pretty cool. I like the idea of it using its eye spot.
Yeah.
The wonders of nature.
Kevin. Oh, never mind.
George.
Hey,
George, how are you?
what was he just saying about Roundhouse about the beta?
Marine betta.
Marine betta.
What is that? Marine beta, saltwater beta.
Saltwater, yeah. Saltwater
I've
betta.
seen one of those. They're really pretty. They get really big, though.
Yeah. Gorgeous fish.
Yes, I've seen them.
What else did I have? Was it a purple tang? It was purple with a yellow tail. And then I had the blue one with the yellow tail too.
I just ordered these yesterday. I got them in today.
What is it?
It's the nozzles for the air.
Oh, for the gang valves? For the manifolds?
One side
You
is
gotta be
threaded.
real careful with those, man. Seriously, when you're doing that, because I've done that before, you gotta have that perfectly 90 degree. Because if you cross thread it, if you go in the pipe on an angle, it can leak. You have to be dead on square with that hole.
You know how
So
many
that's
have
why
no problem.
so that's why you suggest getting it pre-done?
Yeah. That's why
you
I
never-
was suggest.
You never told me that.
I was trying to, but you kept interrupting me, and then I just totally forgot about it. Because by the time I was able to talk to you, it was 15 minutes or something. I remember I wanted to tell you that, but I totally forgot.
You actually had to. Well, no.
Hey, your 55
That's why-
gallon is empty right now, right?
Mine?
Yeah.
My 55 gallon, my 37 gallon are both empty.
Why don't you put some Tanzanian cichlid?
I got Tanganyika.
Ethiops.
What kind you have?
Daffodils.
Same
I got a
ones
55. I got a colony of daffodils. That's all that's in that tank is daffodils, and they're breeding and a nuclear family, and the older ones die off, and the newer ones grow up, and it's awesome. I got like 75 fish in that tank right now.
I have the same going on with the Neolamprologus multifasciatus. I started.
I thought Lori was trying to get some of those.
Yeah, I know.
I tried
I don't have it right now. I don't have the money to spend for shipping. For me, shipping
And I
it.
told you I'd send you shipping money.
I know, but to even ship is a pain for me.
Well, yeah. It's like I was waiting to come back and have Kevin say, "How come it took you so long?" I said, "Remember how slow I walk?"
Wait,
Hey,
The fact of the matter is, I love that I have a basement, but I also hate that I have the tanks in the basement.
check it
I
out.
can get down. I can get downstairs fine, but to get upstairs, I can't carry anything.
Roundhouse. You
Yeah.
you need some of those multifasciatus? Let me know. I can ship some for you.
I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Well,
Because I think what I want to
chicken's
do
not
in
that
the
expensive.
MT55, what I
Roundhouse,
think I want to do
read.
is Chipokes.
Okay.
Roundhouse, read.
And
Read
Go,
what
Kev.
Matt says. Sorry.
Matt. Danny
Liquid Zoo.
is Danny. Liquid Zoo. Liquid Zoo. No, those are he's shaky.
Tomorrow I'm gonna hit up somebody.
I don't know.
To
I've heard that they got to be straight on, and I put some in, and because they were a little bit crooked, they ended up leaking.
Maybe it's a difference between metal and PVC.
This wasn't PVC.
Oh,
Oh, metal ones would have been fine.
okay. George's turn now.
I'm gonna get some of those red devil angels hopefully tomorrow and order them.
Put me on the list for those.
Those are beautiful.
Let me get them, breed them. They're not
Oh no,
cheap.
I know. Just
They're
write a list.
crazy.
I'm number
Hey,
one.
George. Sorry. Go on, Roundhouse.
No, that's it. I'm number one on the list. Hey, by the way, if you ever find the dark green ones like grass green, I'm on the list for those too.
The green ones, what makes those? That's
I
what
have
would
no
like
clue.
to know.
See, back in the 90s at one pet shop, I can't remember what it was, but it was inside the mall. They had a tank of red and a tank of green. And that was the first and only time I've ever seen them until I saw them on the website that I showed you.
Okay.
The red ones. I've never seen the
Yeah.
green ones since. That's why I'm saying if I ever find green, I'm number one on the list.
They call them turkey green.
Is that okay? I can't remember what they called them.
I'm sure some kind of two blue mixed together and with the smoky making that color.
See, we didn't have blues back then. The blue pony, all this blue stuff, there was no such thing as blue back then. We had black, we had double dose black. A black was a black with a silver stomach. The black didn't fully cover. A double dose, the whole thing was jet black, jet flat black.
I want to get some of those too. I want to get some of those.
We had golds. We had the commons, which are the silver with the black stripe. We had marbles, which they now call kois, and we had pandas, which were a marble with just white and black. It didn't have the orange and the red.
Show me camera. Yeah, please. Let me show you something nice.
Have Aquaballs full screen. I think Kev left the stream. Oh, he'll be back.
Okay.
I'm sure someday.
No worries. Here, check it out.
Those are the striped. I saw those too. My pops even saw those, called me up. He's like, dude, zebra cars. I'm like, yep, I know, too expensive.
Okay, Mama, I'll leave you alone.
I'm not paying. I saw the price at Dan. I'm not paying $25 a fish. Nope.
Oh, you know how much I paid for them? What $25, dude? If you found them for $25, you should have stolen them. I paid $40 a fish from Redfish, Bluefish. They still
Dan has them right now. Dan's Fish.
Well,
I was just on his website like 3-4 days ago. He had them, and they were $25, $29. I don't know, something. Give me some odd. I ain't paying it. No, not for Nakara. I'm not a lover of Nakara though. I liked the blue Akaras. I liked when they were small, but once they got bigger, I really didn't like them anymore. They totally changed what they looked like. I didn't like the adult look.
Called Adakora, Akara. They are rare still. It's not many out there. Not too many bred. I thought people just breeding them crazy, but I guess not. It's not that easy to breed.
I mean, once maybe when they become common, the price comes down. Maybe I'll get them. But as of right now, I'm not spending that. That's too rich.
Buffalo, this is George you're talking. Lots of fry is nothing, bro. Every day, I can show you right now fry of the days. It's not even joke how much fry I have. I got angels just laid. I got angels that just laid 2 weeks old fry. That I'm growing them up.
Aquaballs always has like 18 batches of babies going because he does the HMO and GMO foods. All the
There you
hormones
go.
and
You just
stuff.
told me the secret. HMO, GMO food. Yeah, look. Let me show you. Here's the GMO.
Spirulina, yeah. My fish love the spirulina.
Okay, I think the food is ready. I have to get going to eat. It's already getting late for me. I don't want to delay any longer. Thank you for having me up, Kev. I'll be watching. If I'm still available, I'll come back up later.
Have fun. You
Good
missed
dinner.
it. You missed it. He was trying to show his striped Acaras. If you want to see him, it goes back. Collaboration, how dare you say that in this stream? You dirty. Go wash your eyes and mouth and your ears out with soap,
Hey.
damn it.
That's a good show.
No, it is not. Man, they turned him into a whiny little punk.
Yeah, that is true.
Man, he was the bomb. He was strong. He was, he was a captain. Now they turn him into geriatric that needs a walker and shit. And I guarantee you, ain't no one telling him to shut the F up. He'd snap. The Picard I know, he would snap. Not just sit down and take it like he did in the show. No, I don't like him.
Well, maybe I'll try a canister for this fish tank.
Go watch the new Discovery. I'll admit it that Discovery is better than Picard.
I love Discovery.
I did not like the first season. Second season, third season, the first episode of the fourth season. That was okay. Still too much. They're still covering too many subjects in each movie, though. At the same time, they're covering the people on the ship. They're covering the people on the planet. They're covering people on a second ship all through the movie. No, they still got to narrow it down. Stop playing with your tube. You're going to break it. More than you already have. You're muted. I don't know.
How am I going to break it? It's plastic. And I'm twirling.
Very easy.
I don't know. How did you break you broke the O-ring and that's like a rubber band. I will. You break everything you touch. You break. You're like bad luck. You're bad. You got bad juju or something.
He doesn't break everything. I've broken way more tanks than he has. That's for sure.
Everything I don't know, but everything he tries to do, he always has problems with. The microphone, the base was broken. His Macintosh only has one plug. He has to get an adapter.
Okay, that's not my fault.
The gasket broke, or the O-ring broke on the little tube. He's bad juju. It's the Kevin curse.
Adele, you're awesome.
Wait, they got Dorficaras? Well, I think I'd like a Dorficara.
Matt, that's not wrong. That part's not wrong.
Wait a minute, that's not wrong. Okay, so that would mean it's right? I'm kind of confused here.
No. So Matt says, I mean, I've always thought he wrenched too many people, but I've never done anything wrong in this channel except tell Roundhouse to shut up. And
He's told me to shut up?
And
What?
my comment is, that's not, yeah, but that's not exactly wrong either, Matt.
I tell everybody to shut up.
Yeah, and I've told you once in a while to shut up too, because
I've told you to shut up. We all tell each other to shut up because
same as always, Craig. Same as always.
you know what? I think collaboration needs it. Go ahead, Kevin. Tell her. It's collaboration's turn for it because no one's been told to shut up yet. I don't think.
No, I told you guys to shut up when I was talking.
Oh, okay. Damn it! You wasted the good shut up on us.
No, she's told me to shut up. No, you told me. One of you.
I told you to shut up. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
Must have not been.
It was either you
I must be so used to it that you. Maybe it's just.
Well, that was Adele. That was it. Yeah.
Not necessarily, because sometimes YouTube does it for you, whereas it is a pain in the butt to mod and unmod people.
It's a button and a half.
A button and a half.
Isn't it? You right click on it and then you click mod.
No, because we've gone through this, Roundhouse.
I swear to God, that's how you used to do it. Did they change it?
We've gone
We
through
have?
this.
Okay. Okay.
We've gone through this effing ignasium. Remember?
Okay. Forget then. Yep.
No, Roundhouse.
No, you're done.
Remember,
We're
said
done.
when you go to chat, it's hard because the actual
Jesus
comments
Christ, your chat is huge. Why don't you just back it down to like having it be 1 inch or so on the screen?
No,
Then-
because they need
then-
to show modding people.
Yeah, but then he would be able to see the actual name and the dot would correspond with the name instead of a big space in between.
But then you can't see the goddamn comments.
Well, your screen is set up all different.
You can't see
Because
the
I'm on
comments.
YouTube and I'm watching your video, and then next to it is a whole separate panel that's.
And this
Hold
is
on.
the panel.
Hold on.
Modesty, Larry?
That one.
I am starting to have.
Share my screen. That's what I see when I'm watching your YouTube. Well, it's only like a quarter of the screen. Dots right here. Boom. Oh, look. Name. Boom.
I just wish they'd put back where you could click on someone's name and subscribe to them or go to them.
Yeah, that sucks. They can't click on the names no more.
Wait, when did they ever have that?
Oh,
How long
like
ago?
last year they had it. It was great. And like ever since they got rid of it, like last year or so, it sucks.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, it was awesome.
it was so easy to get around then, and now it's like okay, and it's really even hard to copy and paste. You literally have to type it. I think
No, you can copy and paste,
you can.
but only on the computer. You can't do it on the phone.
Yeah, and
Is
that's
it
another
so-
thing. Stop doing phone and computer. Do it all one. Do it all one. There should be only one, not two different pages. That's pet peeve of mine too.
I have to have two.
No. When you go to, give me a website. Just give me a website that you know of. Walmart, or we'll just use Walmart. When you go to walmart.com and then you on the phone go walmart.com, you're not going to the same page. You're going to two different separate pages. The phone page and the tablet page are a separate page. I think they should get rid of that and just do a common standard page.
But what
You
I'm
go
saying,
to a mobile page instead of an actual web page.
But what I'm saying is, on the phone, it's a lot easier to mod. If you're not on StreamYard, it's a lot easier to mod because all I have to do is click somebody's name, and then all of it comes up.
That's pretty much how it used to be on the desktop. But like I said, I don't know why you have yours so big. Like I said, you know?
Because I can't see the chat otherwise.
Yeah, see, I'm starting to have a real
You can't do this. Oh, and of course it doesn't really work. Oh, maybe it will.
Wait, no, go plus.
Yeah, it zooms it in and zooms it out.
No, wait, go plus.
Okay, here. I'll zoom it out because it's easier.
No.
There, that's zoomed out.
Zoom in. Zoom in more.
At a certain spot, you can't zoom in because it won't render because I'm streaming it. Or because of how I have my screen set.
So usually the way it goes is that goes to the bottom. When I usually have it, that goes underneath. Instead of being next to it, it goes underneath at a certain point.
the chat.
It will. Yeah. No, see, that's the thing. It will when I do this. Now it's underneath. If it's half screen, it goes underneath. When it's full screen, it's to the side.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it is when I zoom in. It used to do that. I don't know.
So, yeah. That's how you do it. I don't know. Could that be a setting? Hold on, let me check if that's a setting.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Matt. I know. It is a response.
Yeah, I use the default screen. I don't use theater mode.
All I can say is when I've done it.
I know what it is because you're using theater mode.
No, I'm not.
I just put it on theater mode and it's now below it.
I hate theater mode.
Default view is with the chat on its side. Theater mode is it takes up your whole screen and the chat's on the bottom.
I beg to differ. So it's loading, but it's here. The video's supposed to be here usually. It's loading and it's taking forever.
See, because that doesn't look anything like mine.
And then this is chat. Here's chat usually. Come on. Here's chat usually, which is where it's supposed to be. And then here is...
Okay, and this is a Macintosh?
Yep.
Computer.
Yes.
It has to be the web browser. Because, like I said, mine doesn't look anything like that.
And why it's going so slow, I'm not quite sure. Because all I have open is StreamYard and YouTube. I don't even have OBS open. And usually OBS is the one that gives me a hard time because it's really slow.
Oh, Liquid saying you have funky plugins. So it's probably a plugin problem. You didn't say you had plugins.
Well, sure, I have some plugins, but that shouldn't matter.
I don't know. It depends on the plugin.
Share. Copy. Let's just do this, just because. Why not? incognito, because if you go to incognito,
Me?
none of,
Wah.
none of the plugins actually show up, or none of the plugins actually work.
So then why do you have them?
I said incognito. If I go into incognito mode, none
it
of the
shouldn't load them all.
plugins actually work.
Yeah.
So I'm going through incognito. Listen, will you? But it's still the same way.
Okay, now stop. Click on the second square over from the right. On the bottom.
This
Right
one,
underneath, right there. What's that say?
theater mode.
Okay, now that's theater mode. Now go back. Okay, default view. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Your web browser's all jacked up because it shouldn't be like that.
Roundhouse, watch.
Yeah, I know. I just did.
Now it goes back. Again, it goes back so that chat is right here. When I zoom out, it goes right here. When I zoom in, again, after a certain point, it goes down to the bottom. Like I said. It's called responsive website. It's called a responsive website.
Would that be a resolution thing?
It's called a responsive website.
Yeah, but you just saw me jack it all the way up, and it didn't do it. It stayed the same.
Liquid Zoo's agreeing with me. It's only 250%, maybe 275, but it's not that big.
Double and a half its size. Yeah, that's big.
I need it like 36 font. I can't. I mean, even then, it's a little bit hard to see sometimes, but it's really, even then, I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's one thing they should do, though. YouTube needs to, because Twitch, you can do that. Twitch, you can actually change the font in the chat.
You should just be able to click it. I wish you could just click the whatever comment you want, and then it gives you that drop down.
Well, no, it's just a setting. You can pick normal. You can pick pick small, normal, large, or custom text. So you could change your text to whatever you want it and still have your resolution normal.
Roundhouse. What I'm saying is, if you control click, I wish that it would give you these options. It would give you these options if you control clicked.
Yeah, I can't see what options you're talking about because it's just nothing but a blur.
The bottom one said add moderator.
These ones.
Yeah.
I wish these came up when you right clicked. But it doesn't. Because these don't do anything for you.
Yeah, because that's a computer-based menu.
I know, but I wish that on YouTube you could use.
Well, no, because your YouTube is not on your OS. YouTube is an app. It's not your OS.
Okay, even just clicking it. And then just make copying one of the options. But if you click a comment, you should be able to have that drop down.
Yeah, what I was saying, I'm thinking my resolution was higher than his, so I could go a lot higher. It was not dropping the menu down underneath when I was doing it.
I have two monitors, and one of them, or both of them, are like 32 inches. And
I don't know. I got a 23-inch running at 1080p. What is that, 1080 by
I have multiple
12
monitors.
something? I don't know.
I have two 32-inch monitors, one curved and one regular.
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't mean anything.
No, but Matt says He needs multi-monitors, and I'm saying I have 2 monitors.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it would be a multi-monitor thing because I got 2 of them.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm just saying. You wanted
That's weird. The only thing I could think of is
you wanted to go down this rabbit hole, so I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. The only thing I could think of is it's the browser and how the browser is configuring the actual page.
Okay.
I don't know.
Matt, that's how I have it. That's how I always have it. I have 1 monitor with this and 1 monitor with StreamYard. I have chat as monitor too, but it's still hard to click over and know what's.
What it is the monitor, the black space between the end of the line and the 3 dots that he can select is too big. He can't follow the line across without having a visual. So I was trying to say, why doesn't he scale that down so then the end of the words were closer to the edge, and he says it's underneath.
But that's how I've had it, Matt. Yeah, it isn't friendly. That's my one comment. It's a pain in the butt for me. That's why I have both my monitor, it on here, and on my phone. Because on my phone, I just click the comment and then click whatever.
Well, you can change it. Change the screen size till it works for you. That's the point of changing the screen size, isn't it?
But then I can't read the comments because it gets cut off.
It doesn't wrap it? Oh, I don't know, man.
Hey, Jerry.
I'll just go with it's a Mac. I don't know.
That's your response for everything. Wait. Hey, Sherry.
See, pretty soon I'm going to have to get like 2 monitors so I can see. I couldn't believe how big I had to make Word to write today.
Yep. What were you at? Lori, do you know what you were at?
Almost up to 200 now. I was like almost using my whole screen.
Yep. I'm with you on that one. Although I usually do like 20 or 30. No, 36 usually is the sweet. Well, yeah, 20 to 36 is usually where I go.
It was just, it kind of pisses me off because it is an unnecessary loss of vision. And
yep,
I'll tell you, I'm going to find a lawyer to sue somebody if it becomes permanent.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I would do more than that. But yeah, no, I kind of wish you could do something about it before that even happens.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's already started to seriously change my vision.
That's
so, and my mom's like, well, call the office. They'll get you in sooner. And it's like, no, they're not going to get me in sooner. Have to buy new glasses. And I am so not used to wearing glasses to do computer work. It's just like, I mean, I didn't realize until, I guess, maybe it was yesterday afternoon or this. I didn't realize how far over my keyboard and desk I was leaning to see the computer.
Oh.
until I realized that like my elbows were over my keyboard or past my keyboard, and it's like, whoa, I shouldn't be this close. Shouldn't have to be this close to the monitor to see it.
Well, what
Yeah.
size screen do you have?
32-inch.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Lori, that's why that's honestly one of the reasons why I use a Mac and an iPhone, because I can turn voiceover on and off whenever I need to.
You do know at a certain size, the picture actually starts degrading. Also,
Because if it goes to a certain size, that's pixelation. That's
well,
if it's
no, because to your eyes, because usually the bigger the screen, the farther it is away from you.
Well, yeah, but
You don't
see,
have, like if you had a
Nope.
30 some on it, you don't have that right on your desk in front of you. Usually,
I do. I have it right.
well, the
12
curve,
inches.
yeah.
I have it 12 inches in front of me. Nope, I have a curved on my left and a flat one on my right. It's about 12 inches in front of me.
well, just I've begun the very quick diabetes degrading vision. And because my vision's degrading because I have uncontrolled diabetes.
Yes. And you went to the doctors?
No, not until the 30th.
Oh.
Yeah, that's over 12. That's well over 12. Shit,
Okay,
that was
maybe-
12 back there.
Nope, maybe 22. But even then, it's not that far.
But I'm just saying, like a bigger, like, okay, on desks, there's only so big of a screen you can put on a desk.
Yeah.
I find a 23-inch is easier to see than a 32-inch. Or a 46-inch or a 56-inch,
Well, it depends how far back from your desk you want to sit.
Yeah. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. I would have to zoom more on the bigger screen.
Yeah, but you've
Is
also
what I
got
mean.
But you've also got a bigger screen, so you can do that.
So you tried the hatcheries yet, Yellowstone?
What hatcheries?
You know what? Oh, I think I figured your problem out. Lower your resolution. Lowering your resolution will make everything bigger natively, without a zoom.
Yeah, and it also shrinks the screen size too, doesn't it?
No, it enlarges the screen size. Everything that you'll see will be bigger.
I noticed that it turns it black. The edge is black.
I don't know what you're talking about on that. Instead, I'm assuming you're running 1080p. Run 720p.
Display.
I don't think I'd go down to like 7.
I cannot.
No, 640 by 480. No, that would just be ridiculous. Not that low. Just drop it down one level and see. Hey, did you know video killed the radio star? I'm listening to that right now. The old music video. Dude, the music video sucks. Oh my god, the alien chicks and this is hilarious. Maybe that's why MTV stopped playing music videos, is because of this song. I don't know. Oh my god.
Welcome to VoiceOver. VoiceOver speaks descriptions of items almost. Voice Google Chrome, StreamYard, Google Chrome, YouTube, Application, in sensor system preferences, Google Chrome, system preferences, in sensor indicators, system dialog, content, VoiceOver off.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because the lower the resolution, the bigger everything will be on the screen. So if he drops down one resolution setting, he wouldn't have to zoom as much, and it wouldn't distort the screen as this. When I say distort the screen, I mean the setup. Yeah, that might bring his chat back over to the side to where he'll have an easier time clicking the three dot and being able to reference it to the name.
Now, Yellowstone, my only problem with using a siphon to get them out of a pickle jar was I'd eat too many of them. You know, those of us who swallow lots of fish water have great immunity.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I remember my kids always used to play in the dirt, and my brother-in-law's kids were always very sheltered and stayed inside, and they were always getting sick. My kids never got sick. They played in the rain, in the mud. We made a really cool dirt dam, and then had water going everywhere, and roads on the side of it for Tonka trucks and brayer horses. And even my daughter's one, or did she have two? Barbie dolls got muddy. What is that crazy fish doing? This is kind of good because I can spy on my fish and they don't know I'm looking at them. Because they always know when you're looking at them. Chickens are mean. Okay, roosters are mean. Chickens can be mean too. And so how come they muted themselves? And I'm the only one talking.
Sorry, I was coughing up a lung.
Yeah, I mute when I do that too. So all you people who drink,
Holy cow. Ooh, that was a hit.
how's the let's see if I can get it right.
Right there.
Yeah, is that looking rum colored yet?
Yeah, kinda. I would say maybe.
StreamYard.
I could be wrong, but I don't think you want my voiceover going while you guys are talking. So I muted myself, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, I could.
You can hear them, can't you, Lori?
Yeah, that's why you need headphones.
Turn off camera. Selected. Button. Invite again. Visited. End on.
Oh, bantams are pretty.
Mute microphone. Selected. Button. Group.
The Banty Boys.
Camera. Selected.
Ba weep grana weep ninny bong.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I understand how that works. We had a 500-foot deep canyon behind our house. And the last Barbie doll that I had, it was before I started making twisted toys anyway, took a ride with a Tonka truck off the edge of the canyon.
Did they go hee haw as they went over?
You bet. My brother actually went down and rescued them. And it really didn't screw up the Tonka truck very much.
Oh hell no, those things are tough. There's a channel that actually restores them. They find old all rusted out and stuff, and then they go and strip them and repaint them and fix all their parts and everything.
And they're expensive.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think I'd rather have it all rusted up and stuff because I know it's all original.
I want to say I had Akaras, but they're not Akaras. The chicken that lays the Easter eggs.
Wasn't that the chicken cat?
Yeah, it was like just Thelma, no Louise. And way before they came out. I also had Jersey Giants, which were really cool because their feet were like almost as big as my hands. I really liked them. And I guess chickens have absolutely nothing to do with fish. Although chickens would eat fish. They're actually pretty cute little chickens, too. And I had some that were Dante Araucana mixes.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry.
That's okay.
And that doesn't help Roundhouse. It just makes it more blurry. And more pixelated.
Okay.
Well, at least you tried.
Yeah, it was worth a try.
Well, yeah, I guess they sort of are like, I was just going to say, a herd of chickens. A flock of chickens. Yeah, it was interesting watching the dynamics of putting it, because I had all the ruby greens, and there's 3 males and 5 females, and then, watching them make their pecking order, and then putting all the rest of the cichlids in, watching them remake their pecking order. Because the Hemochromous, or the eye biter's always been the boss. And I don't really think he is anymore. And I was wondering if it's because I put him into a tank that already had a tank boss. It's like, okay, dude, you're now in my territory, and you're going to do what I say. Because it's my house.
Hey, Lori.
Yes.
once you're done with those other videos, I'm gonna upload another one hopefully tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna get to meet Kelly's puppy raiser, which I have not met her yet.
Okay, and here's the interesting thing. They say
from
that from Oregon.
Yeah, Kelly's from Oregon, or at least that's where she was raised.
Wow.
Yeah. I think something happened while she was coming here because she is scared of cars. Kelly does not like going in cars. She like burrows her head behind your back and does not like car rides at all. It's quite funny to me.
Okay, now supposedly in the ruby green haps, when you have more than 2 males, one male will color up fully and the others will be very dull, almost as dull as females. But I can count right now 4 colored up males. And I mean, they're pretty. One is a little bit less colored. 2 of them are a little bit paler. 1, 2, let's see. 2, 3, 4. Oh, now I have 5 males and 2 females. Great. Well, maybe they'll like some of the other. No, because they're haps. Okay, go find yourself other females. Hook yourself up with a nice Kenyi. And I can hear everyone in chat going, no, no, no hybridizing. Ah. But these guys are not for sale. Oh, that's sad. I think a lot of people have mutt chickens because they don't know a lot about chickens. I mean, I was always in 4-H, so you have to have your purebred Nubians or your boars. Well, I didn't even know what a boar goat was when I was in 4-H.
Miniature ducks? What are miniature ducks? Never heard of miniature ducks. I've heard of regular ducks. What are miniature ducks?
Small.
Small ducks.
Well,
there's actually some of the wild ducks are pretty small. And there's one, I can't remember the name of it, that only eats fish, and it tastes like fish.
Hey, Lori.
Yeah. Shut up. Yes, sir.
Question. Actually, I was asking you a question. I wasn't asking you to totally shut up.
Okay.
But, okay, I'm curious. Why did you get a dog and not a pony?
Dog's housebreak easier.
Yeah, you can't have a pony inside.
And I don't want to sleep in the barn.
You can have a service pony.
Not in a house.
Well, part of the reason I think, in my personal opinion, I'd rather have a dog. I really would like a pony.
Sure.
But,
it's
no, because a pony that small, like a miniature horse, when you start dwarfing things too much, they develop problems. And a dog is much easier than cuddling a horse, because a horse can't bend around as tight as a dog can. And I know this because I've had horses all my life until recently. And even the ponies I've had could never curl and fit in the chairs that my Great Danes have gotten in.
Okay. Because, there are some miniature ponies that Like they're basically maybe a little bit bigger, but not much bigger than some big dogs. Some
No,
big dogs
actually,
are pretty large.
I've had Great Danes which were bigger than miniature horses by quite a few inches. Um,
That was why I was asking,
yeah,
because you can. I mean, we've gone to Disneyland many times, and we were wondering why the cages, or the not the cages, but the crates were so big. And they said because people have miniature ponies or service ponies, um, and they bring them, so they have to have basically crates for them as well.
insanity. I think that they're more.
Just curious.
I'd rather be kicked by my dog than a miniature horse.
Well, they shouldn't be kicking you in the first place.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I'm
Just
dropping down. Have fun, all.
You going away?
Yeah, I got stuff to do.
Ah, yeah, tomorrow is Monday. Bye.
He doesn't work. I was gonna go for like 15 or so more minutes because I do need to get up early-ish tomorrow and drive an hour and a half to go see her puppy raiser.
My kids used to, at their private school, that was about the only thing that they did at that private school that I like approved of, is they worked with training hearing dogs.
Oh, it's amazing what they can do.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, GRB. And as much as I'm a girl who absolutely loves horses and would spend almost 24/7 riding, I'd much rather have a service dog.
What?
I just don't think a pony would be as useful.
Okay, technically I started on time for most days. S. And it's not like you ever come up here and keep me company.
Good night, Danny. Sweet dreams.
Sorry, I almost never see you
That's-
up.
I would tell Stephen sweet dreams, but he's dreaming and not dreaming and dreaming and not dreaming. Oh, tomorrow, I think tomorrow's the 20th. Oh, it's the 22nd. Tomorrow I am going to make my birthday brownies. I'm going to finish changing waters in my tanks.
Are you okay? This is how bad it's been spending time with you guys. Are you adding anything special to it?
Actually, no. I'm just making regular brownies.
Just
and then
curious.
I expect my blood sugar to be really high, but you know what? It's my birthday, and my mom won't get a peach pie because she doesn't think it's appropriate for Thanksgiving. So she's making a blueberry pie because that's what she wants. She asked me what kind of dessert I want for my birthday. And she says it's inappropriate. Oh, no, you don't. No, well, actually, I do now. Back talk to my mother. I never would have before.
What? Talk back to your mother?
Yeah, and I do things like I tell her to shut up. I actually once told her to shut the F up. She just looked at me like, made her speechless, so it worked. Yeah, I was very respectful to my mom until about 2 years ago. I don't know what happened other than she got me really mad. I mean, I love my mom and stuff, but maybe why I left home when I was 16, but actually my parents left me, so yeah, kind of weird.
Can't believe they left you. And it makes sense that you don't want to be uprooted.
Well, because of the differences in high schools and their graduation requirements, I would have had to have gone to a whole nother year of school.
Yeah, I said it actually makes sense. They couldn't have delayed it 1 month or 1 year.
No, they actually had sold their house and bought another one, so it was only like February, March, April, May, and they thought they left me in good hands. But you never really know how a family is until you live with them.
Wow. Okay.
And I'm not the type of person who wants to have a 4-ounce piece of meat, 3 tablespoons of vegetables, 3 tablespoons of either mashed potato and rice, and water every night for dinner. And for lunch to go to school, you don't buy it. You have a bologna sandwich with, I think it was like a teaspoon of mayonnaise. And chips. Chips are very bad for you. You don't get a chip. You get 2 carrots that are unpeeled. Never got an apple for lunch. And I mean, I'm like in a junior in high school, you know, this is not my idea of fun. And then when they called the police on my boyfriend, that was a whole disaster. So I ended up sleeping in my car. I guess that was the first time I was homeless. And then I went to one of their other friends' house, and it was okay, except I had to sleep in the living room with the grandfather clock. It was a beautiful old clock from somewhere in Europe that their decent ancestors just have brought over. And it was a beautiful clock, but it was really loud. So I didn't get very much sleep. It was a really weird situation. Of course, when I lived with my parents, I didn't live in the house, I lived in the camper.
Really?
Yeah, once I hit like 9th grade, yeah, I moved into their camper, or our camper in the backyard.
Was that your choice?
Yeah. Well, and my dad said it was okay because he was tired of replacing the screen on the window. I mean, at one point he actually put hinges on my screen because I snuck out so much, and he got tired of it getting broken. So I think he thought maybe he was joking when he said that I might as well move out to the camper. And when they came home that Saturday, I'd moved most of my stuff into the camper. And it was like, wow, I didn't think I was really serious. But if you want to live in the camper, fine. Just remember how cold it gets when you walk through the snow to get into the house to go to the bathroom. But then I reminded them on the reservation we had to walk out to the outhouse in the snow. And the outhouse wasn't warm. So walking into a warm house is better than walking into a cold outhouse. So that was actually kind of an improvement. Yeah, I remember my parents paid to put tile in my great grandma's house, or like to put in a real bathroom floor and just linoleum. And the plumber came out, and I remember he looked kind of funny, And he said, ma'am, can I talk to you? And my mom said, yeah, is there a problem? And he said, well, I removed your linoleum. And did you realize that your floor is dirt? And it's like, well, it's actually deer blood and dirt stamped down, tramped down. We bounce up and down on it to pack it. Um, I don't think he liked the idea of the deer blood in it. And he said, well, I'm going to have to redo my estimate. And my mom said, and why? And he said, because it's not going to cost as much. I don't have to go through any wood floor or cement, cut into cement. And digging in the dirt, it's not going to be that hard. So I'm not going to have to charge you as much. My mom said, okay, that's perfectly fine with me. But yeah, I was kind of shocked to find out that we had dirt floors under the linoleum. It was kind of cool though. You swept the floor, lifted up the linoleum, and just swept the dirt under the linoleum. And then dropped the linoleum and bounced up and down on it. Yeah, it was really nice of him. He could have not said anything. But I think he was just so shocked. Hey, just... I think he was just so shocked that... Well, it was 1967 when we got the plumbing in the house. It's like... I guess he thought everybody had indoor plumbing. So are they recovering, Jess? Oh, look at that bristly work. I think someone put speed. Oh. Well, maybe when it warms up a little, I'll have to send you another cave. Well, see how those guys do. And if you have more problems, once you fix them and it gets warmer, I could send you another cave. I might make you pay for the cave. I didn't realize how expensive those little caves were, but I don't have anything to put in it, so. I love watching bristlenose mouths. They really are. I find the orange powder and the blue powder and the very ones, whatever their name is, not to be as interesting. The blue powders tend to like to be rolled up, so I always think that they're dead. The orange powders hide all the time. Dairy cows really are the best. Yeah, but the dairy cows are the biggest and, well, I don't want to say the most playful, but they're out much more than the others. The others hide. And I'm not too sure how well the orange and the Verses are doing. There don't seem to be many more. I do know that the blue powders are doing pretty good. And it could have been the 2 weeks I was gone. So look up blue powders, but I definitely would prefer to wait till it gets warm. It's just way too cold now. Oh, and boy, let me tell you, my nieces are having a wonderful time in freezing Missouri right now. They look like there used to be like a Malto Meal kid who put on a million jackets and stuff. Yeah, they're not ready for the cold. Oh, rats. I couldn't even pull one of those in anymore. We used to go, when we'd go to Mexico, we'd go tuna fishing. And I mean, the tuna were as tall as I was. Well, I was little, but. Oh. Well, at least you caught them. Yeah, till I knew how marlins and fish were, quote, taxidermied, I thought, wow, it really must stink when you have that fish up there drying out. I dried out a lot of gar in Texas. Oh, baby seahorse. Oh, cool. There's a lot of cool fish in the ocean. My brother and I caught a fish when we were off at Long Beach, and we didn't know what it was. And so we went to the fish store with it the next day, wrapped in ice. And my brother was talking to the guy at the fishing store, not fish store, fishing store. And he opened it up, opened the newspaper that was around the fish, and the guy, quick, put it down and rolled it up. And it was like, he goes, don't show this to anybody and don't tell anybody where you got it. And it was like, oh, poor little seahorse. It was like, did I catch an illegal fish? And he said, no, this is one of the best sport fish out there. And if people know where you caught it, your beach will be. And then my brother said, well, we were just off Long Beach and ocean. That night when we went, there must have been 50 guys out there fishing. And it was like, okay, Brett, you shouldn't have opened your mouth. Yeah, maybe if you would have bagged it. But it's kind of hard to know, though. It could have just had a heart attack. We used to catch these sharks. Well, they just call them guitar fish. And, excuse me. Yeah, we'd catch these fish called guitar fish, and we'd throw them back. And one day, this Vietnamese guy came up and offered us $40 for it. And it was like, okay, why is the guy offering $40 for the guitar fish? So we looked it up, and it turns out that the back strap is a real delicacy. And my brother was a 5-star chef. So the next one that we caught, we grilled it, and oh, it was so good. It was delicious. We never threw another one back. Well, except when they were too small. But I still don't eat a stingray. I got stung by a stingray.
You got stung by a stingray. How? No, but I would love to. But I don't think I'm going to. Too much. Too difficult.
I actually have a scar in my wrist from the stingray. It was a little bit bigger than I figured it was, and it snapped its tail around, and his tail actually broke off in my wrist. And
in your wrist?
Yeah, and I was pregnant, and it hurt really bad. And my brother had the audacity to wake my parents up at 4:00 in the morning to tell him he was taking me to the emergency room. He didn't need to do that.
Why?
Because we could have told my parents in the morning instead of waking them up. So I went to the emergency room, and this big, typical battle axe nurse said, "You couldn't have been stung by a stingray. We don't have them out here." And it's like, okay, well, tell the stingray that's missing half his tail. his stinger. And
Isn't it a barb?
yeah, well, that's why it got stuck and broke off. And so they had to take it out. It went like 3/4 of an inch into my wrist. It hurt really bad.
I would eat it.
Oh, I would eat it. Unless I had more and I could breed them and then I could eat them.
Well, either way, I mean, if you can find more, why not eat it? Because you can collect a certain amount a day.
I don't know. I think eating only one would just like break my heart because I'd want more.
Yeah, all right.
That's like one of my very favorite.
Jesse.
I like maroon clowns.
I like regular clownfish. I'm assuming you keep them outside too, Jesse. I'm assuming all of your tanks are outside, rather. Which I'm really jealous about.
I just want to perfect my vampire crab keeping.
Yeah.
They're really expensive online.
$15 a piece.
And up, but I saw some really, really cool ones. White ones, and I like the red ones.
I am so jealous, Jesse.
It would be so nice to keep fish tanks outside.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'd do if we get a place in Hawaii. Oh, that would be awesome. The fact that you can even have them outside.
Just shows what the weather is. Gee,
Yeah.
imagine. He doesn't have one tank inside, and I don't have one tank outside.
Oh, I've got it. Well, I've got ponds outside. Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay, then I do.
But they're not year-round, are they?
Yeah.
Oh. I couldn't do that.
I think it gets to about. I think it gets to about 60 here, and that's about it.
Because I'd have to bury them deep in the ground and put a heavy-duty heater.
I think LRB did that, right?
Go out and crack the ice all the time.
I want to say that's what LRB did. And none of... You have to raise your babies. And, it doesn't go below freeze. It doesn't even get freezing. Met who in person? Oh, Pam.
Yeah, I may live in the desert, but I'm in like 6,400 feet. And, well, it used to snow a lot more, but it still gets really cold here.
Wait, so what does it get to there?
Well, the last few days it's been like 28 at night, and it was 23 one night and 25 another night.
Wait, are we talking Fahrenheit or are we talking Celsius?
Fahrenheit.
Dang, that's cold. Yeah, no, it doesn't get under 50 here. No, yeah, around 50. No, I haven't had the luck. Plus, I haven't had the chance to get rotifers yet. Hard to get here. I have to ship them in illegally. LOL. Oh, wait, but aren't they in the wild? Aren't rotifers in the wild? So why would you have to get? Okay, never mind. I don't quite understand why rotifers are illegal there.
Because they don't want to become like Florida.
Rotifers are food.
I know.
A food source. I'm confused how that would be a problem. That would be. I would assume that they occur naturally, so I'm surprised that you can't have rotifers. I would think you could go collect them. They're kind of like, I guess, brine shrimp. I would think.
Somebody has to know how to culture rotifers. That's why we have the internet. So we can find these things out. Wow, they're smaller than... Rotifers are smaller than the brine.
Rotifers are very small.
Yeah, and Chewy is right, because, like, even in the world of microorganisms, the bigger ones can eat the littler ones and devastate the population. So, like, maybe there's something smaller than rotifers that rotifers would eat if they got loose. Or a different kind of rotifer would eat a species of something and would make it go extinct.
Yeah, BBS is like double the size of rotifers, if I'm not mistaken.
Ah, see? Chewy knows.
He knows everybody. Alright, I'm going to go another 5-10 minutes, and then I'm going to end it. You can get them online. Depends if you want frozen or if you want...
No, I think he wants live rotifers to culture.
Yeah, let's see if
and then they're illegal in Hawaii. He couldn't get them shipped there anyway.
No, I'm asking Yellowstone Aquatic. Sorry, Jesse. I don't know if they're illegal in Hawaii or not.
Go on.
No, what were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, my fish are going to just have to survive with frozen and freeze-dried food items. I want to get some of those.
Did you see what Jesse said?
Yeah.
I need to go to bed soon. I need to wake up by 8:40 because I need to go meet Kelly's puppy raiser. For some reason, we have to drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Why we can't just meet in the middle?
Are they up in Santa Rosa or something? No, not Santa Rosa.
If they're in Santa Rosa, that would be okay. Because Santa Rosa would be, it wouldn't be too bad if we went to Well, actually, it would be, but that's for Fender. Santa Rosa's for Fender. One of the puppy raisers is in Santa Rosa. For Kelly, they live in Oregon, and we're going to see them in, I think, Walnut Creek.
Ah.
Which they say can take up to an hour and 40 minutes. So we're going to go.
Yeah, because of traffic across the bridge. See, that was my side of the bay. Thank you, Chewy. He's like, when my tank tipped over, he was like, he was one of my first fish, and I truly love him. And all I kept saying was, "Oh, my eye biter, my eye biter." Kevin says, "Which fish is it?" I said, "Just pick them all up." Yeah, I was really afraid I was going to lose him. I just love his coloring. Yeah, I'd love to get some females. Maybe next year.
Freeze-dried rotifers are on sale at Bulk Reef Supply right now.
No, if I was going to do that, I definitely need a much bigger tank for breeding them in. I think, well, I either have a female or an uncolored male, because it has no color at all. Oh, come on. Yeah, there the two of them are. I got them when they were about 1 inch long. They were very little. I actually slept in a car on the way to Dallas. It wasn't bad at all.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, the other eye biters, it's never colored up. It just stayed the same. I was really intrigued, Chewy, because this was a species only ruby green hap tank, and it looked like I had maybe 2 males, and the other 5 were females. And it looks like I may only have 2 females, because once I put these other guys in after my tank disaster, the ruby greens really colored up. I mean, they just like, and I don't really like the shape of that one. I may have to medicate. I've been keeping an eye on him. But everybody's doing, let's see.
Chewy.
I think it's the one in the middle. Oh. Oh, now they're all splitting because I'm looking at them. Okay, sorry, can't hold it up anymore. Yikes.
What happened?
Oh, it's just the camera tipping weird.
Oh.
And I cleaned the water drips, but it doesn't matter. It came back. Guess I'll have to scrape it off. The joys of hard water. What? What do you guys want? You already ate. I like feeding them the little river shrimp. And they like spirulina sticks
Ruby
or
greens are
spirulina
they
pellets.
are a type of cichlid, right?
Yeah. Most cichlids, well, it's hard to. I know that they get bloat, and I rarely feed them shrimp. They really like the bristlenose algae pellets. They love spirulina pellets and veggie mixes, and they get. Well, I don't like doing cucumbers so much anymore, but they get lots of zucchini and stuff, and I love seeing the different designs they make in it. But I usually, I don't know, these guys usually eat like 3 or 4 zucchini. You guys ate. Quit harassing me. See, they think if they look at you, you'll feed them. Yeah, it was funny because when I first started looking into the ruby greens, it was like, oh yeah, they're available everywhere. Yeah, and they're really hard to find. And Dave's Rare Fish was the only one, and I bought juveniles, so I guess I'll have to save up and buy adult females. I mean, this after my tank disaster, this really is a mixed up tank. And my little OB I bred, I was so glad that my OB survived. Yeah, everything's available until you want it. Well, you look online and it's like, yeah, oh, ruby greens are available everywhere. I was like, not for the last 3 years. And it's probably good that it's not a species only tank, only because now I know that I have more males than females, so I would have to put the males into like a male only tank, and I would just rather get a big huge giant tank and put them all in.
I'd like one big tank, please. At least 175. Preferably 2, but I can't even fit that in my room.
Oh, I would get rid of if I could have a tank that big, I would be more than happy to get rid of some of my species only tank, because my true love is definitely the cichlids. I don't know. I just love them.
What kind?
African cichlids. Mostly Lake Malawi, except I do like some of the Lake Victoria, of course, and some of the Lake Tanganyika. But, I mean, because I have something, and I don't know where he is in here, that sort of looks like a dolphin cichlid. And I've noticed that a couple of the fry that are growing up that are in the platy tank right now have the same head shape. So I don't know where they came from. Well, except being hybridized. I mean, the AC, I think that's how you pronounce it. It likes to breed with the yeah,
Manganos.
manganos. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. My 5-star, they're pretty spectacular looking. And then I got the Turkanas from Jeffrey. It's
He
like
wants to breed them.
those my fairy the Nimmerchromis Brashardis are kind of boring, but yeah, the ruby greens are really pretty. The eye biters are pretty. I mean, I was thinking of putting the eye biters into the 125 and trying to get a couple of females.
I wish I could have half as big a tank. Well, yeah, about half as big a tank as you have.
55.
No, more like a 75, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess I may have gone in a different direction, but I think when I started with my late husband, really getting into fish, he really liked African cichlids, and I did. I mean, I was like a community tank person before, although I do have a mixed Danio tank. On the top and on the bottom is mixed cories because I was given all the cories and they were already mixed. And that's how I got the dolphin. It was like free fish when I first started out a few years ago. And I was like, okay, I will take a couple of your free fish because my tank is now cycled. Boy, she is one feisty fish. I always know when the AC is pregnant because she comes to the corner of the tank closest to me and just sits there and rolls her eggs in her mouth. Like, look, look, look. I've got a present for you. And she sort of claimed that fossil is like part of her cave. There's a big, huge hole behind it. They are really interesting to watch. That is one of the... Oh, it went away. I guess, Chewy, is sometimes it takes a long time to give a fish an official name. Okay, Kevin, now's probably a good time to end since it's kind of just GRB, Chewy and me.
5 minutes?
Okay, and then we'll we'll get into the Congo fish because I don't know very much about the Congos except there's gorillas there.
I don't know. There are 12 people in here right now.
Oh, well, yeah, they're peaceful but active sometimes. I actually have had my polar blues fight more than any of the combinations of
Yellowstone. That's why I said there's still 12 people in here, technically.
Yeah, but you need to go to sleep.
Yes.
Hey, night, Cherry. So, Like if they
Nitrogen.
find a new species of fish, do they like do genetic tests and um, try and figure out exactly what the lineage is and where they came from? Well, I mean, I know they know where they came from, but genetically, what their genetic history is before assigning them like to a species and naming them.
Why? What are you doing, S?
Yeah, I when I write, I turn my monitor so I can see the fish better. I mean, the decompresses, they're just so they're such a cool fish.
Wait, the compressiceps?
Yeah, their body lines and how their mouths are and their jaws.
And no, not intentionally trying to be an a-hole about it. I was just asking. Ah. Yeah, I should get on my homework soon too.
It was pretty funny as when I wrote a grant to get money for a nonprofit mental health support and advocacy group, and I just pretended it was a school paper, and I was the first grant approved, and it was like, oh, maybe it's just like in my blood because my dad used to write grants for some of the companies in the university when he worked there. So maybe it's in the blood, but it was just treating it like I was going to do my doctorate or something, which I never finished, sadly. But my student loan payments technically are twice what I make every month. Yeah, this guy right here. Let's see. Where'd you go? One of the two. This one down here. One of those has a big, like, white dot on its side, and it didn't have it before it was on the floor. So I'm going to have to catch her and find out what's up. See if she somehow got a rock in her or something. Piece of gravel stuck under a scale. I mean, some of these fish slid like 12 feet. That was pretty amazing.
Slid?
Yeah, when they went, when the water went pouring out and the wave of water carried them away.
But there's still water.
Yeah, but they were still sliding on the floor. I mean, the dogs actually sometimes bring goat heads in and they get stuck in the carpet. Well, not anymore, but.
Oh, is that another reason why you got rid of it?
No, it actually hurts more to step on a goat head when it's not in the carpet, but it's a lot easier to sweep, for me anyway, than to vacuum. And I'm not supposed to really do either, but I prefer to sweep. It doesn't hurt as much.
Where do they bring goat head from?
In my backyard, they're a nasty little plant and almost impossible to get rid of unless you poison the world. And I don't want to poison my well, and eventually all those chemicals, leach downward into the aquifer. So I just do the pull out and hack out the tumbleweeds and the weeds as best as I can, which isn't very good anymore, but my brother helps.
Yes.
Oh, not actually the head of goats. It's a sticker plant. Oh boy, is it, and it looks like a goat head, and it really hurts.
Well, that's good, Ian.
Yeah, for some weird reason, right now they have a burn ban. And it would be like the perfect time to burn. I mean, it's been cold, overcast. And
Why?
we still haven't gotten rid of the huge pile of crap that the tenants left.
How long ago was that?
2 years.
And you still haven't gotten rid of it? Wait, so it was
No.
right before all of this crap went down.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That must have been fun moving.
Well, being it was about less than a quarter of a mile, which is why I rented the house that I did. Because, I mean, it had no heat, sand in the water. I mean, it was a crappy house. But I didn't pay very much at all for it. We were paying like $300 a month for rent for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. But the whole reason we rented it was me trying to sneak back into my dad's house somewhere. And since he had so much bad luck with tenants, he decided I could move back in. And now that it's paid off, he's not in a hurry to sell it. And I'll pay the tax. Yeah, well, I'll pay the taxes next year, so it won't cost him anything.
You'll pay the taxes next year?
Yeah, the taxes and insurance on the house.
Why just next year?
Well, from next year on, because I didn't pay this year.
Yeah, but why didn't you before, I guess? I'm just curious why you didn't before.
Not enough money.
Oh. But you'll have more money coming in now?
Oh, yeah, a big 5%. But I've changed my budget, and we get more food stamps, so.
Oh.
That gives me a little extra so I can start paying those things. Yeah, there's the one with the white dot on her. It's going to be fun catching one fish.
Mm-hmm. Always is. You're going to have to catch most of them, and then whatever you catch, put them in something, and then catch the one that you want out of there and put the rest back, because it's the only way it's going to work.
I just hate taking things apart.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Wow. My mortgage on this house was $600 a month for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And the guy, yeah, well, the house is paid off, so we don't have a mortgage anymore. The house that I was renting is now up to $400 a month, and your average, like 2-bedroom, 1-bath house is about $750 a month.
Oh, we looked at 2 places in SF. It seemed crazy how much. It was like there was one 2-bedroom, which was okay, and then there was one that was a 1 bedroom that was staged, and it actually looked a lot better than the one that we were looking at. And it was like 250, 300 and something, or three. Yeah, it was expensive for just for
3,000.
just for a parking spot. It was not cheap.
Well,
Like,
I like my half acre and only one neighbor.
we really want to get a boat slip, but we can't get a boat slip up in Tahoe right now because our place doesn't have them. Wait, you're hanging. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm hanging out with my mom for Thanksgiving, and I don't quite understand why she volunteered to cook this year when I can't help, except for like sitting at a table and chopping vegetables or something. It's very frustrating. I thought last year when I cooked Thanksgiving dinner, I thought I was going to die.
Wait, why did you cook last year?
Because I really like to cook. I just can't stand up long enough to cook.
You can't sit in a chair and while things are cooking.
Well, I
Yeah.
have a tall chair that I can, but a lot of times you have to get something from the refrigerator and take it out, and
Okay,
then
sure, but
back.
that's right. Okay, sure, but there's an easy solution for that. You have somebody else help you get all the stuff out, put it on the counter for you, so that you
Yeah,
have it.
well, Matt helped me last year, but it was still really hard. Maybe because I'm just like, I don't know, my kitchen. So I
Because
don't
that's
go to the kitchen.
because that's what my grandma does. My grandma just sits on the chair while she's cooking. Because usually she's frying things and she just sits in the chair while it's going.
Eat that algae. Yeah, eat that algae. Num 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 num.
What is it, a pleco?
No, it's one of the ruby greens.
Ah,
It's attacking the plastic plant. Look at that pretty OB. Could I have 3 OBs? I just saw 2, and I swear there's one in the platy tank.
why are you surprised?
Because I don't know. The only female I have that would have an OB would probably be the dragon blood. Because I lost the red shoulder, and she was the one who had the other two. Yeah.
How did you lose the red shoulder?
When I put the peacocks in the cursed tank.
Oh. Have you gotten rid of the cursed tank yet?
It's for sale.
So that's a no.
No. It goes outside tomorrow, though. Yes, Chewy definitely has that right. Although we were joking that you can get $14 an hour here working at McDonald's, and you only get $11 an hour working at KFC, but you do get the heroin benefit at KFC. Then my Kevin boyfriend says, "And I only get $9 an hour." And I said, "Yeah, and you don't have to leave the house. So we don't spend any money on gas."
Oh, is he right there?
Yeah, well, he does my home health care. And which I find surprising that if you work in the city, you get more money than if you work rural. And like if I get a caregiver who is from Espanola and they work 3 hours a day, they're only at my house an hour or 2 hours a day, and because they get paid for driving back and forth. So even though I'm paying for the help, I'm actually paying them to drive to my house.
I'd be wanting somebody that lives close to me.
They're actually the closest person caregiver to me is in Espanola.
Oh.
But Kevin's been doing it for years, so I mean he's certified and licensed and all that kind of crap. And when we were moving back here, we just contacted the company we had before, and he just had to get a new police readout, FBI check, whatever it is they do to make sure that
A
you
background?
haven't been charged with any felonies or anything.
Yeah, that's just a normal background check.
Yeah. Because they already had his fingerprints and all that kind of stuff, so.
Okay, why? I'm joking.
Because he worked for him before. And this company doesn't like hiring criminals. Actually, they take Medicaid and Medicare. So, it's a federal requirement. And I'll be back in a second. Okay, maybe a minute. Yikes. What am I knocking over?
You never know.
And I'll know in the morning when I turn the lights back on.
You'd have to ask her. I have no idea. Let's wait till she gets back. But that is a good question.
Okay, what was the question?
Why do they pronounce Espinol as Espinola?
Espanola. It's because most of the people in Espanola are descended from the Spanish and not from the conquistadors. That's just how it's pronounced. It's sort of like outside of Santa Fe is a town called Madrid instead of Madrid. Used to drive me crazy. It's like, at least say it right. But that town was founded by somebody looking for turquoise, I think. I've been to the turquoise mine there, which is pretty well tapped out. Let's see how it looks this way. Yeah. Nah, I don't think it's dark enough yet. No. Ah, tannins are a wonderful thing.
What?
To make my Captain Morgan spice rum, I use the catappa leaf and put it in the water.
Oh, yeah.
And if it ever leaks out of the bottle, it won't bother the fish. The locals just call it España. Why, I don't know. We are definitely not anywhere close to Spain. Yeah, my son works with resin, so he covered a Captain Morgan's bottle with resin so the label wouldn't fall off.
Lori, I would really like it soon. The contact. When you can.
Yeah, I'll do it when we get off. Because I wanted to give my Oscar is named Captain Morgan. And I wanted to give him a Captain Morgan bottle because his fish tank is called the Satisfaction. Well, I could do that, but this one my son covered with resin. That's a good idea, though. I could try that.
I had some because of my water parameters right now, or the way my water is. It's really weird, so I can't have them right now. A few of them passed, but I had Blue Dreams from LRB. I had yellows, reds, and oranges. All Neocaridina, not Caridina.
Now, that's a nice Kenny mayo.
Sorry to be a broken record, Lori.
Oh, no, it's okay. People tell me to do things this all the time. Every time I talk to my mom, don't forget to bring the roaster, the dried fruit that you have soaked overnight.
Why do you soak it overnight?
So that when you cook it, it's not as tough.
Wait, so you get dried fruit, you soak what? Why
Yeah.
don't you use regular fruit?
I don't know, because that's how great grandma did it, and how grandma did it, and how my mom does it. So it's just like that's the recipe.
Seems like it would taste more fresh with
No, because it goes in the yams, which are real yams. Well, I mean, they're real fruit too. I really shouldn't have suggested it because that's one of my late night snacks, but oh well.
You really
But she
what?
always is one of my late night snacks rather than eating sugar stuff is I eat dried fruit.
So you should have what?
I shouldn't have suggested putting it in the yams because now I can't eat them.
Oh. Well, you can eat them. You just should buy a lot more.
Yeah, well, and luckily I wasn't thinking about it when we went to Walmart today. Because it's one of the few mixes that may contain peanuts or processed in a facility. You know, that's a good question. I really like dried berries, dried mangoes, dried bananas. I like most dried fruit. Not really papaya. I like apricots if they're not sulfurized. Even though they aren't as pretty. I don't know. I like them all. I really like this mix I got, which is golden raisins, cranberries, and sour cherries. Anything but apricots. You know, I haven't seen apricots in a can or in a store that haven't been imported for a couple years now. I haven't seen canned apricots for a while. Sort of like we're entering that apocalyptic stage or something. But not as fast as in the books. Yeah, the only thing that I don't like is peanut butter, but that's because I'm allergic to it. Yeah, there's a big, huge apricot tree on the side of the road, and it didn't have any apricots this year. And the peaches were really slim. It wasn't a really good year for fruits here.
Alright, I'm going to go for 6 minutes. And then I'm definitely ending it. Thanks for staying up with me.
Perfect timing, Patty. See, that's when I always thought that's why I have like a headboard the headboard has my Danios. So, of course, you can't sleep if you're watching Danios because they're so active. So, like, I watch my Oscars, which the Oscars are relatively calm.
Y'all are crazy.
Why?
They want me to go even longer.
Yeah, when you get oversaturated with the fruit. I could understand that. Who are you?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm talking to the yellow fish, which must be a yellow lab, although it has no black fringing. Yeah, it does a little bit. Sometimes these fry grow up, and you just never know. Because I was sure out of the 40 fry, none of them were OB. And 2 of them were.
Why didn't you think they were?
Because they look like little baby striped cichlids. Kind of generic red shoulder or something. That's what the 7 in the platy tank look like before I put the Manganos in there. And the other fry from the spill. I don't know where they came from because there's no cichlids in that tank. But I did try out the containers and they do not leak. Yeah, unluckily, and I will admit it, some of these fish are so hybridized, it's hard to know what they are because when I got them, I was told, which is why they were like $1 a piece. Well, you know, not like the compresses, the eye biters and the manganos. But a lot of them were given to me as this is a generic cichlid and I won't guarantee what it is, but it's pretty. And when I got down there and she found out that I drove 2.5 hours, she said, "Ah, hell, just take them. You didn't tell me you were so far away. You just told me you wanted to meet in the afternoon." And I was like, well, I wanted to meet in the afternoon because it's a long drive. And, you know, she said, some of these Kenyas are pure, some aren't. I don't know what this one is. I don't know what that one is, but I just wanted some beautiful fish for my tank. And I'm happy with them, and I think that's all that counts.
That's really all that matters.
Okay, Holly, I have never had a heater melt a sponge filter. And I have very fine pore and very wide or open pore sponge
Unless
filter.
it's out of the water, I don't think it should.
Yeah. Hey, Biggies.
I think Big E's was in here before.
Yeah, unluckily, I'm still not good with Latin names. I mean, I have them all written down, but I mean, because I know that I think it's called the one with the white tail, the black one with the white tail, that are usually blue with yellow tails. I know that she was actually given to me as a male, but she'll come up and show me when she's holding eggs in her mouth, and when she's holding her babies. And I know she's bred with a mangano before. And I actually sold some of those fry when they were an inch long for $10 a piece because the guy said, wow, I've never seen striped aces or whatever they are. That they were basically manganos with like pure white tails. But I don't know, she's got a thing for manganos. Yeah, still blue with the black stripes and white tails. Yeah, I have sponge filters that are next to heaters because the fish moving them around.
Well, that and I was if it's next to a heater, the filter's next to a heater, it will circulate better.
Yeah, this had it one hang on the back filter, and it now has two hang on the back filters and a sponge filter, and I'm probably going to follow someone's directions and watch YouTube to see how to prime a canister filter and maybe switch it to a canister filter.
Oh, finally. Alright, well, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, GRB. Good night, Patty. Good night, Chewy. Good night, Michael. S, Holly, Big E's. Hope you guys are all well.
And one last statement. I think the yellow with the darker stripes is a Kenny male because the males are yellowish and the females are blue with the stripes. But at this point, they've been mixed up for at least 3 years. So
We've been going for 3 freaking hours, S. And I need to go to bed. Tuesday I might be able to go longer, but tonight I can't. Tomorrow I have school, so I can't. But
So I'll see you guys all on the next stream. And hopefully I can figure out why my camera's so fuzzy and maybe get a better, clearer picture. And thank you for all your help with that the other eye biter is probably a female. And thank you for telling me that my male is beautiful. Because I sure think he is. Okay, bye everybody. Have a great night. Sweet dreams.
night,
And
everyone.
see you later.
Bye.